What's up, guys? It's Tim here. I decided to make another stimulus video because the last one got beyond my expectations with views, comments, likes, all that stuff. So thank you guys so much for all that support. If you're still watching this, if you click on this video, most likely you are in the same boat as me. You probably don't have your stimulus money yet. So I just wanted to touch real quick on what's going on. I have read somewhere that around 13 million people are in the same boat as me. The most common problem being the IRS sending stimulus checks, the second round, to closed bank accounts. These accounts were set up as pass-throughs, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, the IRS sucks and they sent the money to the wrong bank accounts. So those bank accounts were closed. Those companies, tax companies like Tax Act, HR Block, what's it called? TurboTax. Yeah, those companies, they had to send money back to the IRS, and the IRS in turn has decided they're going to redistribute that money. They have said that they will start doing that on February 1st. So unfortunately for people like me, it's just a waiting game. You can check your accounts and check your mail, but if you're in that situation, you're probably pretty much waiting until February 1st or around then. There is hope that the money comes before then, because after all, they were ahead of schedule on sending out the payments on the second round to begin with. There's people getting money in their bank accounts long before they were supposed to, and so there's still hope that that could happen for people like me. If you're in another situation, I see lots of people who can see on their tax transcripts that the money was sent on the 6th, and yet they still don't have it. If you're one of those people, you're experiencing one of the other glitches, or it kind of depends on, did something change or not. If something did not change between 2018 and now, as far as like you moving or your bank account changing, things like that, then most likely it is on the government, the error. Worst case scenario, what we're going to do is file a rebate. I'm going to go over there and kind of show you a little bit about that here in a second. But in the meantime, I just wanted to say that if you're in the same situation as me, you're kind of in a waiting game. If you're not, and you're one of the other special cases such as Social Security dependents and things like that, don't typically file taxes, didn't change anything, just keep checking the mail, keep checking your bank accounts, because there is still hope. The last day was the 15th for them to get those checks out. So we're looking at about 6 days as of now from that point, but you also had a weekend in there and a holiday, etc. So maybe there's still hope that the money does reach you in the next couple of days. A couple of things worth noting: I did see an option for requesting a payment trace from the IRS. It said not to do so until you had waited 4 weeks from the time that they say that they've sent the check. So if you look in your transcripts and they say that they've sent the check on the 6th, this particular website says that the IRS would not like you to attempt to trace your payment unless it had been 4 weeks, which would put you into February. So that seems kind of pointless. And it also says if you do request a payment trace, allow up to 6 weeks to see your money. So if that's the case, forget about all that. You can just claim it on your taxes as a rebate, or even if you don't file taxes, you can still claim the rebate. So let's jump over there on my computer and I'll kind of show you like what your options are and where do you go from here if you still don't have your money, other than waiting. Where do you go from here? So we'll jump over here. First and foremost, if you haven't seen my other videos or anybody else's videos and you don't know anything at all about taxes or your rebate, your economic payment, whatever you want to call it, where's my stimulus check number 2? The very first thing you're going to do is come over here to irs.gov and click on Get My Economic Impact Payment. Then you're going to click this blue button right here and follow the steps to verify your identity, and then it's going to tell you, in theory, where your money is. It's going to tell you where you got your first check and your second check, etc. If that doesn't work, see my other video. I'll try to put a link up above here, and you can click on that, and that will take you to a way to look at your transcripts, and then you can kind of see in your transcripts kind of a back door to what exactly happened with your stimulus checks, 1 and 2, how much they paid you and how they paid you, etc. then you'll kind of know a little bit better where you stand after those videos. Now, if you get past the point of a few days from now, you still don't have your money, what is it likely that you're going to end up doing? Again, you're going to keep checking your bank account, checking your mailbox, because you never know. It could just be slow as molasses to get there. But what you're going to do ultimately, if that doesn't happen and we get into February, you can start filing taxes now, but they're not going to actually accept taxes until February 12th. That's the first day the IRS has said that they will start accepting people's taxes. So again, you can go in and put that stuff in, but they're not going to accept it till the 12th. The IRS free file program is where you're going to go. Now, I had originally thought on my other videos that the tool was going to be opened back up. After the first stimulus check, they did open a non-filers tool for people to use that didn't typically file taxes, like as a way to go ahead and get their stimulus money. But then I read this today. I noticed that it says the tool is closed and will not be available for other payments, including the second economic impact payment or the recovery rebate credit. So that tells me they're not going to open the tool back up. What they're saying to do instead is that you may be able to claim the credit by filing a 2020 1040 or 1040 SR, and you can do it for free using the IRS free program. So what the IRS has done is they have partnered with a bunch of the tax companies to do a free file program for your federal. Why would another company do that, such as Tax Act, H&R Block, et cetera, TurboTax? They will do that because once they get you in there for the free file with the federal, you'll file your state returns through them and they'll make money on that. So they've partnered with the government on that. But if you're a non-filer, then you don't need to file with the state. You'll just need to go in here and use this free file program as a way to get your stimulus money. So if you don't have the correct amount of stimulus, or you think they've made an error, or you just haven't gotten it yet, whatever the case may be, if we get into February, you still don't have your money. I know it's a long time. I know people need their money, but I'm just saying if it gets to that point, then you're just going to go to this IRS free file program. Click that link. It'll take you here. It says free file is now open. That's because they are allowing you to go ahead and file, even though they're not accepting until the 12th, but you can file. And then you're going to go down here where it says choose an IRS free file offer. Click that. As you notice there, it did say 72,000 and below. So you have to make less than 72,000 in AGI in order to use this free file system. But now it's going to say this right here. You can either start lookup tool, you can browse all. If you click browse all, it's going to bring you a number of different things. So you put your money in here, your AGI money, what your adjusted gross income is. That's what AGI stands for. That's the money that your taxes are based off of. Then your age, et cetera, et cetera. Then you're going to be able to choose a company. Tax Act is who I've always used, which I always really recommended until now, but still they say that it's not their fault that things turned out this way, that the government made the mistake. And I do believe that because I know I've seen statements from H&R Block and TurboTax and many other companies saying the exact same thing that Tax Act is saying. So file with whoever you want. And you should be able, if you make less than 72,000, to free file. Now, that is how you're going to do it. If you don't have your money, like I said, check your bank accounts, your mailbox every day. Maybe it's just late. That's very possible with the way things work with the IRS. And also, you know, the Postal Service is probably very backed up with these checks and with all of this going on. You also might receive a paper check or a card instead of a direct deposit. They said to watch out for that. They said to watch out for cards. If you receive checks, you may get a card this time. So they may be changing things up on you. Keep an eye on everything. Make sure you don't throw it away if they do send it in the mail for some reason. Other than that, you're just going to have to wait. Keep checking. If it doesn't come, you're going to have to file it through, like I said, through the rebate on the IRS portal. So I know that's not what you want to hear, so we'll end on a high note. A high note would be third round of stimulus payments. Joe Biden has already put his proposal in. I'll talk more about that on a future video. Many other videos out there already that you can click on right now and read all about it. But basically, Joe Biden has proposed $1,400 per person and per dependent in a third stimulus check, and they're talking about making that as early as the end of February or beginning of March. So we all know how Congress is, kind of like the IRS. So don't hold your breath, but I'm just saying a little bit of hope, a little bit of glimmer of excitement for you there. If you're waiting on things and things are getting tight money wise, maybe you get this check coming pretty soon, and then maybe there'll be another round after that, as well as tax time in there. So it could be a glimmer of hope for you if you're getting pretty discouraged. I understand it's very discouraging to be sitting here on, 6 days after the deadline and you still don't have your money, like me, because of an error that they made. It's very frustrating, but I understand. Anyway, thank you so much for the support and for watching, for everything. You guys are awesome. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, comment if you're still here at this point in time, subscribe, all that stuff. I'll probably be making future stimulus videos because it seems to be something that people are wanting to see, and that's what I'm all about, giving the people what they want. So thanks for watching. Have a great day, evening, night, whatever it is. God bless.